Okay, I want you to pay attention to this question 110. The question says, the opposite graph shows the variation of electric current I and potential difference for an electrical component. Okay, now they say which row of the table gives the resistance of the component at V2 and describes how the resistance changes from V1 to V2. Okay, here is the V2. I want how to find the resistance at V2. Let's discuss this one first. Okay, so in order to find the resistance here, we notice first that it's non-linear line, which means it's not a straight line. This is for non-ohmic materials. For the non-ohmic materials, we only take 1 point to find the slope. As you can see here, if I want to find the slope, I only take this point. Okay, the slope here will be, let's name the slope as S. I'll name it S2. I will do it here. S2 equals to the Y's, which is I2, over the X's, which is V2. Okay, I over V is actually the what? The resistance. It's actually the the 1 over resistance, 1 over R at point 2. Okay, so if I want the R2 is going to be actually 1 over S2, which is V2 by I2. Okay, here just to separate. Okay, so to find the resistance, it's either this option or this option, V2 over I2. V2 over I2. Again, why we didn't take 2 points like Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1? Because here it's not a straight line. It's not a straight line. When it's curved like this, I only take 1 point. So to find the resistance, only V2 by I2. Okay. Now they say I want the change in the resistance from V1 to V2. Now if I want to find the resistance at V1 in here, okay, the resistance here will be the same. The resistance R1 will be 1 over the slope S1. Okay, of course we name it slope or gradient, it's up to you. So in here, let me write the R1 will be V1 over I1. Okay, if I have the values, I can find the resistance from here. But as you can see, please pay attention to me. We know from math that here, this line here, at this point, the slope is bigger than here, right? Notice the slope here is bigger than the slope here. So this is S2, this is S1. Okay, I hope it's clear. Let me change the color again. Okay, so I can write at the bottom here, I can say that S2 is bigger than S1. You may ask me, Mr., how did you know? How can I decide? How can I decide? Let me erase and explain again. Okay, here, okay. Now, pay attention. The slope here, it's this, like this. Okay, here, it's more. Okay, it's actually it's more steep or steeper. Okay, in the S2 here I'll find S2, here S1. Okay, so S2 is bigger S1. We agreed that S2 is 1 bar by R2 and S1 is 1 by R1. Okay, from math, if I want to flip both sides, it's going to be R2 smaller than R1. Okay, from math, I flipped the two sides and I must change the bigger to smaller. Okay, so actually the resistance will decrease. The resistance will decrease, so it's here. The correct answer is D. The correct answer is D. Okay, I hope it's clear. Feel free to watch it again. If you have any point or question, please leave it in the comments below. Okay, see you.